Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from PhoneBunch and today we are unboxing the Xiaomi Mi 4i. Yes, the phone that you have been asking from us for quite some time. Now it comes with 16 gigs of storage, a 5-inch 1080p Full HD IPS display, 1.7 GHz octa-core Snapdragon 615. You have a 13 megapixel rear, 5 megapixel front facing camera, a 3120 mAh non-removable battery, and there's no micro SD card slot. Price at rupees 12,990. Now this is the retail unit that we have got from Flipkart. So that's a seal cut. Let's see what exactly we get. Now this phone will be available in several colors, but at the start, just the white color is available. You can see that right here. The Mi 4i in white color. Let me keep that aside for the time being and let's see what else we have inside the box. So at the very top, you have your usual documentation. You have a SIM ejector tool. Now this is a dual SIM smartphone with 4G LTE supported on both the SIM cards. You have your documentation right there. Here's your USB wall charger rated at 2 amps. Now this supports quick charge from Qualcomm. We'll see if the charger supports it. And your micro USB data syncing and charging cable. That's everything you get inside the box. Well folks, this is the Xiaomi Mi 4i with a 5-inch Full HD laminated IPS display with Corning Concore glass on top for display protection. Let's have a look around the device. On the left, you have the SIM card slots. Let me use the SIM ejector tool. And here you can see you have two micro SIM card slots. Sadly, no micro SD card slot over here. You can't expand storage. At the top, you have the 3.5 audio jack. On the right, power lock and unlock button as well as the volume rocker. Both very sturdy, made out of metal. And given the 3120 mAh battery, this phone just weighs in at 130 grams. At the bottom, you have the primary microphone, micro USB data syncing and charging port. At the back, you have a 13 megapixel camera with either a Samsung or a Sony sensor, dual tone LED flash, secondary noise cancellation mic, and the back has sort of a soft touch matte finish which makes it very pleasing to hold. You have the Mi branding right there, speakerphone at the bottom. It's a very good device to hold and it actually feels like a larger Redmi 2, and that's not a bad thing. Now coming to the front, you have a 5 megapixel f1.8 aperture lens. So that's actually better than even the Samsung Galaxy S6. We'll check that out. You have capacitive buttons just below the display which do light up. And the 5-inch Full HD laminated IPS display adorns the front. Well folks, we have now booted into Android 5.0 Lollipop. You can see the capacitive buttons do light up. But there's no trace of Lollipop on this device. MIUI 6 is running on top of it, which is a complete overhaul of the Android interface. So there is no sign that this is running Lollipop. It could well be running Android KitKat. But you can see right here, Android 5.0.2 is running on it right now, with MIUI 6.4 on top. Now you have just 10.91 gigs available out of that 16 gig. USB OTG is supported on the device, but the lack of an expansion on storage is really a huge bummer for me. You can see right here USB storage has been detected. Let me just play a 1080p sample. The display here is actually pretty bright. Colors do look accurate. It's a very sharp display as well. Now the Mi 4i has 2 gigs of RAM, out of which 800 odd MB is free right now. And on clearing all tasks, you have about 1 gig free. So that's plenty for multitasking. That shouldn't be an issue over here. Now let's come to the display. It's a really sharp display with 441 pixels per inch. That's 441 ppi. Absolutely sharp, brilliant color reproduction, great viewing angles. You have Corning OGS or Concore glass protection on top as well. Colors do look simply brilliant on it. Moreover, you can go ahead and customize the color profile of the display. You can change contrast levels as well. You can have a look at that. And there's one more cool feature. It's called Sunlight Display, which instead of just increasing the brightness of the display, makes the content look more brighter through software. You can see that. Huge impact on sunlight legibility. Both text and images look great outdoors on it. We tested this out at the launch event as well. It has a profound effect on display legibility in direct sunlight. Now let's come to the cameras. You have a 13 megapixel rear camera. You are already familiar with the camera interface. You have filters up top. You have a new refocus mode. We'll definitely check out the camera in greater detail. Now there's one interesting thing about the front facing camera. It uses a f1.8 aperture, which is even better than the Samsung Galaxy S6, which makes use of a f1.9 lens. You can control exposure here. You can see that right here. So sometimes this might actually be a lot more beneficial. especially when you are tuning into night shots. Images do turn out quite well over here. You can see how quickly it captures images. Colors do look very nice over here. Very accurate color reproduction. There is very little noise in these images as well. Always great to see. Now coming to the software, this is the default MIUI launcher. There is no separate app drawer. If you have used the Redmi 2, Redmi Note 4G, you're already familiar with this MIUI 6 launcher. Animations are slick and smooth. You have the notification tray with several options right here. You can see the new quick toggles as well. You have a music player right up top. You can control brightness here as well. Now this is definitely very alien if you are coming from stock Android because there is no trace of Lollipop here. You can go ahead and add widgets, change wallpapers, even change the effects of movement between the different home screens. So a lot of customization is already baked into the platform and we have gotten 800 MB odd update already. So we'll check this out, what changes it brings. Now still talking about customization, there are thousands of themes available in the Mi store to customize the entire experience on the device. As I've already told you, you do have a notification LED just next to the front facing camera. You can see it right there. You can customize its colors as well. Now let me just open phonebunch.com. You can see the default Lollipop keyboard over here. It's a mobile website that has opened up. Scrolling is pretty smooth over here. Let's switch to our full website. And here too, scrolling is very smooth. Rendering is fast. Pinch to zoom is very smooth as well, as is general touch response. Now I haven't noticed any major issues with performance on the device till now, but it's slightly getting a bit warm just below the camera module. But apart from that, performance is very slick on this device. Lots of free RAM, no issues with multitasking over here. Apps open up in a jiffy. Overall, multitasking should be fine on this device. Good performance overall. Well folks, that was an unboxing and hands-on overview of the Xiaomi Mi 4i. It comes with a gorgeous 5-inch full HD display. It's absolutely sharp with great colors, excellent contrast. Great build quality as well. The back is not removable over here, nor is the battery. And then there's the main issue that I have with this device. There's no micro SD card slot. And for a phone that Xiaomi says is built for India, it's a huge misstep. Even with 32 gigs of storage, I would have been alright. 16 gigs is far too less. But yes, it still has a great display, excellent cameras I presume as well, and good battery life as most Xiaomi devices do. We'll be back with more on it, including a gaming and separate camera review. Stay tuned to phonebunch.com for the latest in mobile technology. Thanks for watching and as always, have a great day.